what if I change our side of the deal, since you got to change yours?
Okay.
If we go down and we find this object, you, of course, would tell us where it was, how to get out of this place, and we would bring it back for you. If this is as valuable as it is, what's from stopping us from keeping it? That's what you would do. So, what is it that we would get for bringing it back?
What do you want?
I don't know what you're all thinking. I'd like to talk amongst each other, but I'm not sure how souls return from the underworld. And if we are to bring back Delphos, this god, however untrusting, he knows how to return and to keep what was once yours.
Hello, adventurer, and welcome to our Heroes of Theros actual playthrough. As always, it is a safe-for-work, story-driven D&D campaign. If you are a first-time viewer, we recommend starting your quest on Episode 1. Otherwise, stick around and be transported to the mythic world of Theros. Last time on Heroes of Theros, Calen, Alondros, and Thalassa, accompanied by their new companion Vasilis, began their descent into the Underworld. After descending the stairway for what felt like hours, they came across a small room. Unsure of what it was, they entered. While inside, they noticed that it was a tomb with various markings over the many sarcophagi that lay inside. Upon a quick inspection, they realized their former or lost friend, Adelphos, had a tomb in this room. Attempting to remove the lid of the sarcophagus, they found that inside, but it was indeed empty. Then they were confronted by a returned who was accompanied by a few others. A fight then broke out, which our heroes prevailed in, and afterwards they paid tribute to the lost heroes and began again their journey. After descending again for several more hours in the stairs, they entered into another room, this one filled with glittering gold, with a statue of a familiar visage in the middle. Then you all heard the voice of Phenax as he beckoned out to his former follower, Calen. And that is where we left off.
Oh, yeah. That's where we are.
So hold on. And you see around you piles of treasure in the form of golden bowls and silverware, small statuettes, jewels, coins, weapons, anything that you could imagine by way of treasures here. And sitting on top in the center is a motionless golden statue of Phenax, from which the voice was emanating.
As I hear this voice, Calen's gonna say, "Can't even show up yourself."
Always so observant. It's not often I get mortals coming through the wrong way. Brave. Or foolish. His voice sounds hollow, as if he's talking into like a metal bowl, kind of like the Returned, what they sounded like, or like he's talking through like a metal mask.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look to the rest of the party. Nobody touch anything in here. So, what do you want from us?
Want? What makes you think I want anything from you?
You always want something.
Mm-hmm,
Nothing's
that's
ever free when
true.
it comes to you.
Nothing's ever free, ever, when it comes to anyone. But
Mm,
I suppose you're right.
I can think of one thing
And what is that?
as I'm kind of strolling around the room. Kindness.
No. Kindness isn't free.
It's free to give.
And you receive nothing in return?
Just don't expect anything in return.
No, but even that
Gotta give.
feeling you get. At least, so I'm told.
Yeah.
And as you walk around this room, Calen, you notice there are 4 doorways. The one that you just came out of, which is at the bottom of the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 others, each in the accompanying directions from the bottom, which is south, which is west, north, and east. The statue is facing you. The statue appears like many visages of Phenax does, which is he has his hand up with 2 fingers like this,
Mm-hmm.
and his other hand sort of grasped in a way like he's holding something.
As
And right now, the fingers are pointing to, if we were looking down at the map, to the east, to the right.
as Calen is kind of walking around, is the statue following him or is it staying put?
No, it is staying put. It's staying put.
Okay.
And you said it's facing east?
No,
The fingers
that's
west.
yeah. The fingers are pointing east,
Okay.
so it's his left hand technically is the ones that are
Gotcha.
pointing.
Okay. Does this pathway we took always lead to you, or is this just happy chance for a reunion?
The gods built these pathways. I
Oh,
mapped them.
hijacked them.
Or do you forget your old teachings? I was the first mortal to escape the Underworld, after all.
Sometimes I wish I could forget them, but alas, some painful memories won't go away.
And as you're walking around, sort of looking at the treasure, you notice a small, little, like, half-skin coin pouch that you remember
Thrown
tossing
off the back of the ship.
off the back of the ship when you began your maiden voyage, sitting sort of behind where the statue is on the center pedestal.
Oh, I am so tempted to take that back.
Didn't it have
Stealing from a god?
Ah,
It had, like,
Jefferson put that
so much
there
money
just
in
to
it.
tempt me. Look at his grin, dude.
Do it.
Saying your thesis is showing.
Do it. Do it. Complete your
Um,
journey to the dark side.
Oh, how rude. Alondros, Thalassa, Vasilis. I am Phenax.
Yes, I put two and two together. But you said
Wonderful.
that you mapped this place out.
I did, yes.
Are you going to give us any clue as to where it is that we need to go? As I kind of gesture to these three doors, knowing that Phenax is the god of lies and stuff. But
And you are somewhat familiar with him as well, Alondros, because he is also the god of gambling. And so whether or not you paid a little bit of tribute to him in your gambling days is up for you to decide. But because of that connection for you, you know of him and his processes a little better than the average person. Not as good as Calen, because you were never a worshiper of him. But in the places you hung out and the people you associated with, yeah, a lot of them were followers of Phenax.
Yes, please, Phenax. Tell us which door to go through.
Well, of course, I'll tell you the secret to this path in exchange for, we'll call it even, a secret from each of you.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I know what a secret would be.
I know. I was just thinking
Same.
the same thing. Basilisk, we don't know much about you.
Right. I can't even think of like a secret that he would have. He's not exactly a guy that keeps secrets.
Everyone does. Think hard. I have all day.
You give us your godly word that you tell us how to navigate this place. If we give you these secrets.
I swear I'll point you in the direction of Phenax's path.
And where does Phenax's
not-
path lead?
To the Underworld. Where else?
Well, clearly there are three paths. There must be other places that they lead to.
A quick trip to a three-headed dog that'll send our souls to the Underworld. More than likely.
Maybe. Maybe not. I see trust. Really doesn't come easily in this group, does it?
Just when you... from individuals who have a history of lying.
Ah. Yes. Or is it the fact that maybe you put too much trust in your friend Theseus?
Nah, we all knew. Whether we like to admit it deep down or not,
Yes.
we all knew all along.
Yes. And doesn't that just make it worse?
To an extent. But it also takes away the sting of the shock of it. A little bit. Anyways, is this your only treasure room? Things are looking a little light around here.
Oh, I have more than enough for my needs.
Yeah, you assumed so.
You'll always find rats in the dark places of the world.
I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. There it is. I'm gonna ritual cast it. If everybody's okay with me taking 10 minutes, I can figure out if there's anything magical in this room. But if we're in more of a rush, I'm not opposed to just using it normal.
We can just filibuster. Just keep him talking for like a whole 10 minutes.
What do you say to 20 questions, Phenax? Best 2 out of 3.
Phenax, what is your favorite color?
Gold.
Can I still talk to Calen even if he is ritual casting
Mhm.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. Calen,
Yes.
you wouldn't happen to have any sort of insight as to what this room could lead to, or whether or not Phenax is going to lead us to our death, surely? There's nothing in his lore that could guide you. Do you remember?
I don't know, Jefferson. Would I? Like, I know I followed him and I worshipped him, but it's not like I,
Would that be like a history check?
I mean, I have a +0 in my religion.
Yeah. What do you have in your history?
0.
roll me either a history or a religion check, your choice.
Okay.
Can I argue that he gets the bonus to both of them because it is history of his religion? So +0 plus a 0.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Tyson.
Yeah, no problem. Also, you still have my bardic. So
That's true.
if needed,
It's
you can add your
8?
bardic.
It's an
It is a
8 or a
D8,
10
yeah.
now. Hold on, let me turn the music down real quick.
It's a D10 now.
Yeah.
It's a 10. Holy cow.
Can I use it after?
Yeah.
Okay.
And even if you fail, you get to keep it. So. might
Oh,
as
that's
well.
right.
Mhm.
I forgot how good Alondros is. Okay, so
Yep.
an 8 plus a
Broken.
10, an 18.
Okay. And so
Thank
what
you,
are
Connor.
you specifically wanting? Like, what are you specifically trying to remember from your worship of Phenax?
I want to try and remember if there is any symbols or iconography or other type of like hidden codes that would give any type of indication of like trusted places to go or safe paths or safe things, essentially.
So not in the religion itself of Phenax.
Okay.
Phenax is the chosen god of oftentimes rogues. And so by default, like thieves' cant is sort of used within the circles of people who worship Phenax.
Okay.
However, it is not like part of the theology. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And anyway, what were you gonna ask?
With that information, I'll turn to Alondros. I wish I could be of more assistance, but unfortunately, I wasn't a history buff, so to say. And Phenax specifically is shrouded in deceit and mystery and selfishness and greed. So
That wasn't very nice.
I don't have to be nice to you anymore.
That's true. You don't.
Have you talked to Krufix?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't talk to any of the gods.
I can't imagine why.
It's more fun to play them against each other rather than interfere on my own.
Yeah. So you must tell me, have you been up to any good schemes recently? Anything in
Oh.
particular you're proud of? I know you like to
Now, the deal was directions for secrets. Unless you want to change that, in which case I'll give you my secret for your secrets, and then you'll die here in this room. I will tell you this, though. Your friend
Yeah.
Theseus really... How do I say this delicately? Threw a wrench into the chariot wheels that were the gods. Which is really exciting. I'm not going to lie about that one.
I can imagine that really tickled your fancy, made you all giddy inside. Have I cast detect magic yet? Reach.
Yeah, you have. It's
I want to look
like
around.
actually it's only been 5.5 minutes.
You still have 4.5 more minutes. Role play.
So it's a 30-foot range, right?
Yes.
Will you put your character where they're supposed to be, where you want them to be?
Calen. There I am. I will be. Let's go. Whoops. Did not mean to move Thalassa. There's 2 Thalassas.
Oh, there are?
Dude, what is going on?
I only have
I only have
Thalassa,
one. It could just
Vasilis, and Calen, and Alondros, yeah.
be. Yeah,
Okay,
it
there we
could
go.
just be. It's just slow.
Yeah, it was just freaking out.
Yeah.
I would like to start right here.
Okay. The whole room is sort of shrouded in this like faint purpley black aura. So you get the idea that this is a very magical place. But as you look around, you look at the statue, and the statue is looks like it's on purple black fire. And it's emanating very, very, very strong magical presence.
Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Is it all the way around this statue, or is it on one side more than the other?
Oh, it's all. So the statue itself is just emanating massive amounts of energy, and the rest of the room is just like a faint glow.
Could I look around and see if there's anything different, particularly about the doors
Mm-hmm.
or the tiles leading to the doors? Like if one of them's more worn than the other, and just kind of like these different hallways is kind of what I want to like really like look into.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Alrighty.
As he's doing that, I want to start making my way over to this door, get within 30 feet of it.
Okay. It is the same. Nice. Offering the same amount of magical aura as the rest of the room.
Can I tell what school of magic it is?
Just 1 second.
Okay.
Read for me the um
It probably sounds louder on your
Mhm.
side than it actually will be.
what do you mean?
Nothing.
Sorry.
Oh. Will you read for me the spell?
Sorry.
For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
1 second.
While we wait for Jeff to look this up, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us to keep up on this Theros campaign that we've been running for a long time, and now we're on season 2.
You know what's
Oh,
weird? You can see
what?
yourself blink.
I just told him that.
Really uncomfortable. Don't like that.
So
Now we're all going to be blinking. Sorry, I'm just like...
Yeah. Sorry.
My
now you're
bad.
good. The closest, I think, school that it would be to would be divination.
If I make a quick round around this area, all the doors are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the statue.
Yep.
I'll announce to the group as I end up back over by the group. Too far. There's a bunch of divination going on in this room. All the doors, statue in the middle, but nothing else, correct?
Correct. I told you I would show you the way.
And I would imagine I kind of followed Calen around this room. I rolled a 21 on my investigation.
Everything looks very like you very closely inspect.
Mm-hmm.
The door handles for more wear. These are like big iron doors, kind of like you'd seen previously leading into this room. You know, you're looking at the floor around you, and other than a path around the centerpiece and then towards each door, which is sort of devoid of treasure, like it all looks uniform. It all looks the same.
Okay.
My clever mortals trying to figure out the way, cutting corners, just like the gods you worship. How fitting.
Well, if you figured it out, I assume we can too.
I'm willing to make another deal.
Please, let's hear this one.
I think you would enjoy it, really. Rather than you giving up secrets, which you claim not to have, instead you can find something for me that I'm pretty sure is still in the Underworld.
What is it?
Oh, it's of something great value to me. But I'll only tell you what it is if you agree to look for it. And if you find it, bring it back to me.
Now, Calen,
Yes.
you have done dealings with this god in the past. More close than anyone else in our party.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you in your judgment. Would you go into this deal with him once again?
Why would he not be able to obtain it himself? He is a god, after all.
That's a good question.
I have heard that him and the other gods,
The rope man.
Athreos and Erebos, do not quite get along.
Oh no, they quite dislike me.
Ah, you're scared.
No. It's just. Once you've escaped prison, why would you risk the wrath of the warden and the guards just to go back in?
Hmm.
Let someone else do it.
What if I change our side of the deal, since you got to change yours?
Okay.
If we go down and we find this object, you, of course, would tell us where it was, how to get out of this place, and we would bring it back for you. But then what if this is as valuable as it is, what's from stopping us from keeping it? We will give you something that you dearly want. Why don't we just keep it? That's what you would do. So, what is it that we would get for bringing it back?
What do you want?
And I'm gonna turn to everyone else. I don't know what you're all thinking. I'd like to talk amongst each other. But I'm not sure how souls return from the Underworld. And if we are to bring back Alondros, or Delphos,
Mm-hmm.
I do know that this god, however untrusting, he knows how to return and to keep what was once yours, and not be as these creatures, as I point to the room we just came from, the returned, as they once were.
So are we asking for our safe departure, or are we asking for Adelpho's safe departure?
Possibly
he can't-
Oh.
He can't promise either of those things. For me personally, I think the location of Adelphos' soul would be more useful.
Rather than the knowledge of how to successfully bring him back.
I think between all of our gods, we could figure that out.
There is no other god who's discovered this, though. I don't know if they could.
I have to imagine that it's not going to be information that he would give up to anyone. If that is how he became a god, then why would he allow that secret to become known?
He already
That's-
won't tell us the direction to go now. Why would he give us the correct information to leave?
He will give us the information. He just wants something in return. That's how these deals always work. And to answer your question, Landros, I don't know whether we can trust him or not. Personally, I am terrified to make a deal with him, but that's because him and I have a tenuous relationship at this point.
Yes, I can see where you're coming from. I truly can. And then I'm going to turn to Vidius. Or not Vidius.
Vasilis.
Vasilis.
V screws you up.
Yeah. You have been awfully quiet. What are your thoughts?
Well, I trust all of you much more than myself. Seeing that you've all had more dealings with circumstances like this in the past, so I've been told. Quite
Yeah.
mainly.
Yeah, Vasilis, this is the first time you've been in the presence of an actual god.
Yeah.
So, whereas in you other three, yeah, run of the mill. You've been here, done
It's
this.
pretty casual. This is like number 7.
Yeah.
8, maybe.
You did say that your father was clergy of some kind.
Yes, he was a priest, high priest of Akros. I don't think that I could give much additional knowledge that Calen hasn't already shed a light on the situation with. I believe I agree with him. There's not much that we can really be certain of when it comes to trusting him. I think it's very fitting. It's quite the gamble.
Yes. I, however, do not believe that we have to trust him. I think that we just have to have something that he wants in our pocket. And if this is something he is willing to have us search for, that he is scared to grab, he must want it deeply.
When you say he's scared, you see like the room darkens and the visage like glows like a even like a fiery like purple, gold, and black, and his voice deepens and intensifies, and he goes, "I'm not afraid." And then it calms down a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, sorry about that. I sometimes forget that you mortals don't quite understand how deity works. If you think I'm afraid, that's fine. I'm not. There are other things keeping me, as you will learn on your journey."
Well, if we don't know how divinity works, we would certainly love a lesson from the master.
Think about it.
Well, I know one thing for sure. When I'm pretending to not be afraid, I make sure to announce that I'm not afraid to everyone in the room around me.
I'm tempted to tell you which way to go, just to continue this little game you're playing between the gods. Watch the world crumble? Oh, it would be fantastic.
Yes. As he's talking, I'm gonna stick my rapier in that little bag of gold that I got, and I'm gonna fling it at his statue.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, "Now would you please be quiet while we figure this out?" And I will cast, I take my hand with the marking of Crufix, and I put it down on the ground, and like spiderwebs coming out from my hand, I close my eyes and I want to cast Find Traps. So I don't know the exact location, but I
Mhm.
know within 120 feet if there is anything that it says a trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which
There are
was
no
specifically intended as such.
there are no traps.
Perfect. And I would have pretty much gotten that whole room, like if I would have centered myself.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You would have gotten the whole room.
Well, there's no traps, which is good and concerning.
Other than the mine trap.
I'm gonna go to this eastern door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go put my hand on the handle.
All right. The metal is cold to the touch. Not like freezing cold, but just it's been underground and
Mm-hmm.
no sources of warmth for a while. But other than that, nothing. And Phenax goes, okay. If you really think leaving here without my directions will get you to where you're going, please. Just so you are aware, no mortals have ever successfully accomplished what you've done. Something always stops them. Whether it be giant spiders, the Phylaxia, the Death River. Your chances of getting out of here are significantly increased with my help. Or not. We can quibble over agreements and trades.
What do you want?
I told you. I want what's mine.
And what is it?
Agree to get it for me, and I'll tell you.
I don't know if we have much of a choice.
Who was the last person to obtain this thing?
I need a deal.
You can tell me that.
No.
But I do believe that we can at least get more information. As I'm talking to the group, not him.
What do you want to know? Aside from your quarry.
I want to know how to successfully bring a soul back from the Underworld.
Oh. Okay then. Is it a deal?
Successfully bring them back in the sense of not.
Oh,
being
I'm
able to-
aware. I know what you mean. The eyes of the statue kind of like glint a little bit.
I hate you so much.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I hate you so much.
Is this item something that is well known?
I don't think he's going to give us anything.
You have a deal. I'll make a deal with you. Me. Not these other three.
That's fine.
If it goes
Only
wrong,
one needs to know.
you could tell all of us. But if something goes wrong,
Oh, I see.
I am bearing the weight.
Fair enough.
After all, you'd rather have me than the other three, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Hate
I'm
when
not
things get away from you, don't you?
I'm not so sure. I quite love playing tricks on Iroas. 2 champions in as many days would be quite a fun blow to his ego, wouldn't it, Vasilis?
I'm sure Iroas would love to see you try.
Courage will do you well in the underworld. Though it takes much more than strength and stupidity alone. Sorry, bravery. I meant strength and bravery. Alright. I'll tell you how to bring a soul back. Not like the returned. And I'll point you to the path of Phenax. In exchange, you swear to me you will look for and bring back what is mine. Do we have a deal?
I do. Well, I would like to remind everyone that we could also share secrets for this knowledge as well, and possibly negate having to give him what he wants.
Yeah, the secrets will just get you the path of Phenax.
I see.
As Alondros has mentioned, the stakes have been raised. The deals have been changed. You love to go all in, don't you, Satyr?
You would know, wouldn't you?
I would. Whatever it costs, right?
Not anymore.
Yes.
At least not as it used to be.
Oh, I know.
So we get this item, and we bring it back.
You bring it out of the underworld, yes. Trust me, once you make it back to the material plane, the mortal world, I'll be able to find you.
And if we don't,
Like I said, when you get back to the mortal world, I will be able to find you.
but I'm saying if we cannot acquire this item, then what?
Well, let's just say I don't expect you to live to acquire it anyway. But on the off chance you do, great. And should you not acquire it, I doubt you'll be alive. I'm not concerned about it.
Hey, what is it?
So we have a deal then.
I already told you we did.
You see a small golden bowl appear at the foot of the statue. The inside tarnished and stained dark crimson by the blood that has been spilt in the bowl. A deal.
I already know. Walk over, make a little slit in my hand.
The non-Krufix hand, I'm assuming.
Yes. Squeeze it in the bowl.
Okay. As it drips into the bowl, it kind of like evaporates like water hitting a hot grill. And he goes, "Splendid. Now, fortunately for you, my property and your way out with your souls are located in the same place, as far as I know. And that place,
Is
the Palace of Erebus.
wonderful.
Yes, you see, what I have is less of an item and more of, well, me. You see,
Hmm.
those creatures you were talking about, well, those are just the less powerful versions of myself. You see, when I clawed my way out of hell, it ripped my soul from me, my consciousness, my memories. And unfortunately, as punishment for my little stunt, Erebus laid claim on my Eidolon, which you all know to be the spirits of returned.
Hmm.
Mostly in legend, you've heard about them. There are a lot more returned in the mortal world than there are Eidolons, and the reason being is because essentially, well, you'll figure that out at a different time, actually. The legend has it that to cross out of the underworld, you have to cross the river Tardix. And the only way to cross without getting in the river is by Athreos. And he's a one-way trip. He doesn't take it, out of the underworld. And so the process of these beings swimming through the river Tardix strips their souls from them, essentially. And so no one knows really if the Eidolons make up the river or if they stay back in the underworld. There have been stories and myths of people running into them in the mortal world, but there's nothing been, concrete about that. And he says, you see, when I first crossed over, it was painful, horrible. But I was alive again, which is all I wanted. And who would have thought that one act would have got me enough notoriety to lift me up to godhood? I suppose great acts can be that way. Now, in Erebus's palace, there is said to be a passageway, his own personal portal. No one really knows if it goes to the mortal world or if it goes to other godly existences, but that, from what I understand, is the only way you can cross without losing yourself.
You want us to gather up your soul,
Yes, my Eidolon, my essence,
give it
my
back.
consciousness. I've been itching for a reunion. But you'll probably die down there, so I'm not expecting much. It's
And
really...
if we don't, then
you'll take the portal out, and I'll find you.
I would be very curious to actually meet you. Not just this version of you. As much as I hate it, I have to respect what you have done. I have to respect the outlandish bravery that you showed by doing what you did to gain the notoriety. And seeing how we have met other deities in all their glory, Thassa and Karametra, Nylea. I'd be curious what you were
Don't forget Heliod.
Heliod. Krufix, I'd be curious what Phenax is actually like.
Once I'm reunited with my Eidolon, it will be a sight to behold.
So do you not have a physical form now?
Oh, I do. It's the physical form that left.
It's just incomplete.
Yes.
Well, a deal's a deal.
Ah, right. I almost forgot. And then you see the statue starts to like slowly spin, the fingers turning in different directions, and you see it makes a full 360 of the room, and then begins to pick up speed and go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it stops abruptly with the fingers pointing to the west. Safe travels. Or wait for Connor to get back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and put a comment, and put it up on your TV while your friends are over, and play it at work for all your coworkers to hear, and go to Walmart and hijack the audio system and play it over the audio. Just kidding. Don't do that last part.
Back into the FBI's website, play it over all the news outlets for everyone to see.
That would really help us.
It really would.
Do
You'd
that
be
one.
our greatest fan if you could do that for us.
Please
We
don't
would write to you
commit
every day.
felonies.
Don't commit crimes.
Unless it's for PG-DND.
No.
No, even then, please don't.
Fine.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You could do the Walmart one just quietly.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a crime. I think it's just more of rambunctiousness.
Yeah,
It's
it'd
just
probably
more
get
annoying
you
than other
kicked out of Walmart.
Yeah, you'll probably be banned from Walmart, so.
Yeah.
In which case, we'll give you a Target gift card.
Well, I would turn to Phenax and give a slight nod and thank you. And then I'd put my hand on
See you
Calen's
soon.
back and whisper, it's going to be worth it.
Did you say that to me? You just
Yeah.
said that to him. I sure hope so. I really do, to Phenax, I'll say, I really do hope you consider at least letting us see you once.
I'll see you soon. And then you can sort of tell that the magic leaves the room, like his presence is gone.
Random question. Was that the direction he was pointing when we first walked in?
No.
He was pointing east, I believe.
He was
So it was the
pointing,
opposite
looking,
direction.
looking down at the map.
Knew it.
Instead
The
of
whole
pointing
time.
right, he's pointing left.
The whole time I was like, it's just the opposite direction that he's pointing currently.
Yeah, but
So technically speaking, the statue is like flipped around.
Yeah.
Because it's his left hand pointing to your guys' left.
But as far as we know, it could have not even been a direction until he said,
Well, that was my thought.
it's this
Well,
way.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That like it didn't really matter what we chose; it would be wrong unless we.
True.
Yeah.
What?
I
What?
Y'all ever seen the Labyrinth? When they're
Yeah,
trying to figure out
that's
which
I've been
direction
thinking
to go?
about literally this whole time.
I would like to
That's Phenax.
I can cast detect magic wants prolonged rest.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
And just make sure that there's nothing, no scry orbs, no any other divination.
Nope. Okay, let me rephrase that. There is a little bit of divination on the door that is being pointed to.
But it's not like scrying,
No. No, it's not.
peering, anything like that.
Nope.
I have some ideas about the whole situation. Super improbable, but there's potential. I can think of two very powerful individuals who would love nothing more than to have a chance to get Phenax. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but
Who would that be?
Erebus and what's the other one? Alondros?
Theros.
The boat one, Athreos.
Be quite the score for them.
Again, it's probably wishful thinking. But if we can get his soul and potentially strike some deal with Erebus, I don't know. There's potential.
I will say I'm slightly apprehensive about Phenax. Being that he seems interested in Theseus's exploits, and I'm not necessarily excited to give him more power and allies. I just hope that our journey doesn't persuade him in that direction.
Phenax loves chaos. The gods hate him, and he loves stirring up trouble for all of them. That's the real reason that he enjoys what Theseus is doing.
Right. Which is exactly why I believe that he would fuel the fire, which is Theseus.
Potentially. But he also doesn't want to do that too much. He doesn't want to give Mogus more than he wants to allow him to have, so to speak.
That's true. That's true.
But who knows? I mean, with Phenax, it's very hard to know. Regardless,
At least with his soul, we'll have some form of collateral, an edge.
yeah, that's the hope.
Yes. I do worry about possibly breaking a deal with a deity such as Phenax, though.
I agree. And
Oh,
I'm
he
not
said
very
we
likely.
had to retrieve the soul and bring it back.
He also said that if we do not bring it back, he will find us.
Yeah, but we want him to find us. We bring it back. I know this sounds crazy, but considering we've met like 7 or 8 of the gods, I mean, you guys want to go try and meet Erebus? I know that sounds absolutely asinine and insane.
Do you all have some kind of checklist that you're just running through the gods on?
It didn't start out that
It
way. It
baffles
kind
me.
of fell upon us, but now at this point, I think we should make charts like a Gods of Theros bingo, you know?
Yes, if you're asking if we have a list, and I'm going to kind of pull out my book that I've been keeping notes,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be like, I do as a matter of fact, have a list. But that is not the purpose.
Mm.
But it does make for quite the story.
It is one you all very high accolades.
Quite the legend, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
Has
Well-
it all been what it's cracked up to be? Meeting the gods. I must know.
I mean, it comes with some pretty cool things as I spin my bident.
I'm sure it does have its perks.
I think all of us would have a bit of a different take on it. I think it's been different for every individual. I know for me, I wasn't the biggest fan of the gods, hence the worship of Phenax. I kind of just thought that we were fickle playthings for them, and to an extent we probably are. But after meeting so many of them, I have a newfound respect for all of them. Their glory is immaculate, their power is unimaginable, and yet they are in a position where they feel threatened and they need assistance. So I don't know if it's all it's cracked up to be, but maybe I'm just desensitized at this point.
You know, it's quite crazy to hear all of this. I mean, to hear of all of you speaking with the gods and mingling with them, to have them seeking you out, to have Theseus having them run scared, having them worried. Quite a lot to take in.
Regretting your decision to come with us?
No,
Good.
no, been a while since I've challenged myself.
Well, welcome to hell, my friend. Quite literally. I mean, we've got to be getting close.
Probably chose one of the most exciting parts of our whole venture.
Yeah,
Actually, the most deadly as well.
Well, what's an adventure without some death?
Of course, I'm excited.
Well,
Just don't go betraying us, right?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Do I believe him? I'm just kidding.
Roll an insight check.
I'd like to roll deception.
The series just like from laughing to just, do I believe him?
roll a d20. Roll a d20. Let's just see. 13.
I mean, you believed Theseus.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he's probably all right.
Well, shall we go through the door?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I kind of thought we were walking and talking.
Yeah.
down the
No,
street.
Yeah, just
no,
making
you haven't gone
conversation
through the
as we
door yet.
go.
Nope.
I believe
He's
that there
just-
is some
well,
description that
sitting
is
there
wanting to be
pointing.
said once we
Oh,
enter
yeah.
this new room.
Sorry, I thought we were going down the tunnel.
Nope. You guys hadn't gotten in yet.
That's why I was like, oh, let's talk about Phenax and this plan to potentially overthrow him. I definitely would not have said any of that if I knew we were still in the room.
No, yeah, you were still in the room for sure. You hadn't left yet.
Okay.
Was that someone
Okay.
moving Alondros? Was that you, Jeff?
That was me. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry,
I was
you were
like,
going to the
does
door.
someone else have control? Okay, as long as it's you, we're good.
oh my gosh, it was Phenax.
Phenax, he has me under his control.
Okay, just a second. All right. As you walk through the door, you enter a long, dark corridor, much as the same as you have been traveling through. The difference is there are no stairs here. It is all flat. And as you all walk through, the iron door shuts with a thud behind you.
Just what I love to see. Nice
Are you
creepy
on the
hallway.
path of...
It's loading.
Okay, I was going to say. There we go.
There we go. Well,
Suppose I'll take the point.
yes, and Thlos and I will take the middle as per normal, just in case things break out.
Okay.
Is it pretty dark in here?
Yeah. So this hallway is illuminated by Calen's blade and his and
My lantern.
Alondros's lantern. You also have dark vision, so you can see ish.
See-ish.
I
Yeah.
am going to cast light on Thalassa's Bident,
Wait. I have
and I'm gonna get rid of it on my sword and just use my
Okay.
dark vision.
All
and
right.
stay 40 feet, 35 feet in front of the group.
I have a drift globe though.
You
We have a drift
do.
globe?
Use that too.
Yeah.
All the light.
Then in that case, I will cast light on Vasilis.
Thalassa. Okay, Vasilis' sword.
Yes. So that
Is
way,
the drift-
since he's a human.
Is the drift globe just gonna follow you, Thalassa? Like we'll have it like hover over your shoulder?
It normally hovers about within 5 feet of me, and it glows up to like 30 feet. So yeah, it'll probably just hover over me.
It's 30 feet bright, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just have to attach the light to one of the characters.
Oh, I see
so,
what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And the drift, what color of light is the drift globe?
Like a light lavender.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. When did we get that, by the way?
I
But
don't
at the
remember.
very beginning, when we were buying
A
stuff.
while ago. Okay, hold on.
I know we've
Calen,
had it
stop
before.
moving, stop moving. I gotta take your... And then put it on Vasilis, right?
Yeah. Should I be in Foundry for this part, Jeff?
It's gonna be up to you as we continue on. I would suggest yes, but it's up to you.
I'll do it.
Let me put some light on your guy real quick.
Vasilis,
Yes.
as
Thank
you
for your
are,
address.
new to this group, I feel as though I don't even know you.
See.
There's a lot that's happened these last few days. How is it that you are handling things?
Well, to be honest, the past couple of months have been quite interesting, especially the past couple of weeks. Have been a little bit rough. I appreciate you asking, because I haven't actually gotten to say all of it out loud, now that I think about it. Theseus has been on my mind quite often, ever since you arrived in Akros. And knowing the things that he's been going through has weighed on me heavily. It's been hard to see it all unfold, unfortunately. And I'm not sure if all of you were acquainted with my sister, Sophia, but her recent passing hasn't quite hit me just yet.
Yes, I would imagine so.
I forgot that Sophia was your sister.
Oh.
No,
Please
good.
ask away.
Go on.
I'm an open book, Alondros. And I hope that you can know me and trust me.
Yes, many of us in this group have lost loved ones. I, my father, and Thalassa, almost your entire family. There's many in here that understand what it's like. Not that we know perfectly, but you're not alone.
I appreciate that.
Yes, and I have to apologize for judging you so harshly.
You've been judging me, Alondros.
Yes,
This is news. That's okay. That's okay. I understand.
with Theseus and all,
It's all that.
I didn't have much trust in anyone new joining the group, but you proved yourself with the fight and with everything that you've pushed forward. I cannot say that I trust you completely, but I can tell that you have a good heart.
I appreciate that. All in good time. All in good time.
Yes.
Alan just calls out from up ahead. Yeah, without a doubt, I don't trust you.
And
He
Calen,
definitely laughs.
Calen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move your character.
Perfect.
You walk to the end of the hallway, and you come to a T in the hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna peek around the corners. Anything left, right? Noticeable markings.
You see places where torches can be lit on either side of you. But as far as noticeable markings, nothing delineating a path.
Can I see the ends of the hallways?
You can see whatever your token can see.
Okay, I'm gonna light these torches.
Okay.
Come to the right. Light this one on my left first.
Oh, there's already a lit, I guess. I left them a lit. They shouldn't have been. Hold on. Okay, well, they are all lit. These four.
I don't know why, but when you're like, I'm gonna move your character, in my mind, I was like, yeah, right onto this trap.
You die.
I'm going to
There's
move
no
you
entrance to this party.
right over this pit trap.
Death word kill.
Power word kill. As you light these torches, you see that there's another doorway, another hallway to the south. And the hallway that you're in continues on eastward.
I'm gonna move
Yeah, I'm
myself
gonna
so
call for
that
the rest of the party.
everyone
Everybody,
can
it's
see
good
what's
to come
going
up.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
follow
move
us.
you, Vasilis.
What was that?
I'm gonna move you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm in Foundry now, so
You are.
Oh, you are?
yes.
Oh, cool.
Nobody talk about it. Okay, just keep going.
Okay. So you have the hallway stretching in both directions, and then you have another hallway, sort of parallel the one you just came down to the east.
And do these hallways end in a door, or does it just continue onward into darkness?
It continues on into darkness, or as far as your tokens can see.
Okay.
I do not want to say where it leads unless you can physically see the end.
Okay.
But the opening to the hallway that is parallel to yours is just an opening. It's not necessarily a doorway. It's just another hall.
As we're all sitting here, I'm going to say one moment, and I'm going to start digging in my bag of holding, and I'm going to pull out 4 pieces of chalk.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
definitely have chalk.
I do. I have 5 pieces of chalk.
Yep.
So I pull out 4 of them, and I'm going to give one to every person. I'm going to say, as we go down a different hallway, whether we split up or not, make sure to put a mark on the left side of the exit. That way we'll know where it is that we have been. And I'm going to give each person a piece of, it's just a little simple white chalk.
Great idea.
So you are going to mark the left side of the exit of the hallway that you just came down?
Yes. So I'm going to go back and I'll kind of explain it. There's I'm guessing there's some sort of stone, something or other, right? These walls. Okay. And
all the walls are hewn stone, yeah.
Okay. And I'll just kind of make a straight line and maybe put a little arrow saying which direction we came from. So the arrow would be facing
the door that you
outward.
Came from? Or
it would be facing the way that we walked outwards.
Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yep, we can. That's super helpful.
Let me redo that arrow. Hold on.
I'm keeping track of all of this in my brain.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make a map later tonight.
Cool. Okay, that is your mark, Alondros.
Yeah, perfect.
I love that. This is becoming more and more like the labyrinth.
Yeah, I know.
The marks of
just waiting for the little people to come out and change it.
Yeah.
Move them. Yeah.
That's magic dance. Jump. Magic jump.
I'm gonna head down this hallway.
Okay.
Remind me of the
And
babe.
light these torches.
What, babe?
Okay.
As I come down.
All right. And you notice there's an abrupt end to the hallway you go down, but then another opening.
Oh, nice. What is that?
I don't know. Do you want to go check it out?
Can I see what it is from here?
Yeah, it looks like a piece, like a suit of armor.
Yeah, it looks like a suit of armor.
Yep.
If he didn't make a mark on this entrance...
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay, then I'm going to go in and make a mark again on the left side. So it's going to be right by me, facing down.
Okay, the arrow is pointing to the bottom of the screen, south.
So where we walked, always on the left side. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. Whichever one would be Alondros's left side.
Oh, if you're going down the hallway, the left would be on the other side.
Okay, then it'll be there, but that's fine.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay.
There's a suit of armor back here. Not really doing anything. I'm gonna
be close to Alondros.
come farther down.
Okay.
You want to be by Alondros?
Yep.
Buddy in him.
And I'm going to do the same thing on this wall.
Which one?
With the arrow.
Alondros?
Kind of that skinny wall. Is there enough? There would be
This
like...
way? Just like this?
Yep.
Okay.
There's another hallway down here. Bunch more rooms.
And is there anything in either of these little alcoves?
Just the suit of armor that you see here.
Okay,
down here,
down
nothing.
there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Well,
No, go ahead.
does anybody want to go check out that armor before we continue on?
Not really. What if it animates?
I would rather know than have it follow behind us.
I know that this may not be the most intelligent thing for us, but so long as we keep track of the arrows, would we want to depart from one another for a short time? We do have our signet rings. Or are we doing this as a group?
Yeah, I could have just said that whole conversation about Phenax in our heads. I forgot we had those stupid rings.
Well, you have to...
Like
they're like
it's
walkie-talkies.
it's been 8 months.
You would still have to talk in
Talking to them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not in your minds. They're basically sending stones.
Yeah, they just look cooler.
I personally, I would prefer to not split up.
All right.
There is a reason that nobody has ever. I mean, one person has made it out of here.
Not even whole.
As much ground as I know we could cover. I mean, maybe we do 2 and 2, but
Well,
I'll leave it up to the party. I mean, I'm fine to do 2 and 2 if that's what everybody else wants to do.
possibly we can go a certain distance down this way and then turn around and do the same each direction, just to see what it is that we can find in this labyrinth.
I will keep scouting ahead. I want to be looking for traps
And
as I'm going. I don't know if you want me to make like inner.
Yeah.
In.
I'll say like, how far are you going? I'll say like a roll per hallway or two, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm pretty much gonna be doing it like continually.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that perception, investigation?
I will do investigation since you're specifically looking for traps.
14.
Okay. There don't appear to be any traps in this hallway as you're moving forward. I'm
Okay.
assuming you're lighting these torches.
Yes.
Okay. You see the hallway continues down to the east, and then there's another breakaway that heads back north parallel to the other hallway you came from.
Or maze-like. I have a feeling this is going to continue on. What's at the end over here? The end of this hallway? Broken.
You can't really tell yet.
Thalassa,
Like over
it
here?
looks like a pile of rubble, yeah.
would you come with me to investigate this set of armor?
Yes.
It could potentially come in handy for Vasilis or someone else if it is nothing more than just armor. And I'm going to cautiously move forward, and I'd just like to kind of investigate it. What does it look like?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, you have, because I'm within so many feet of you, you have. And I can help him with that, right? Help action?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do before Vasilis and
I'm gonna be following
Calen
Calen if that's
continue. That's great. But before you guys move any further, we'll do Tyson and Thalassa. So yeah, Tyson, why don't you go and roll me with advantage?
Who's Tyson?
Sorry. Alondros, roll for me advantage.
All right. 15.
Okay, this suit of armor looks to be in the Akroan style. Very, very old, but it looks to be like a Kingsguard type, like the very, very, very heavily armored hoplites, like full plate, essentially. It's not holding a weapon, but the coloration of like the red and gold and white, you can tell, comes from Akros, even though there's no insignias on it. And as your eyes move upward, you can tell that this armor has seen some wear, that whoever wore it has been in many battles, as there are slash marks, dents, cuts all over. And as your eyes sort of move up the torso, you think you see a movement, and you kind of look down, and you think you might have seen the finger twitch a little bit, but then your eyes move back up to the head, and just then the arm goes out to grab you, but it will not be a surprise round because you rolled well enough on investigation that you're not surprised by this animated armor.
Okay.
So everybody roll me a quick initiative.
Reroll my d20. Shouldn't have had you do that.
Okay, mine wasn't much better.
Watch, you're still gonna go first. Oh no.
Probably.
Alondros beat you.
Beat you as far as being bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the Alondros always going last.
Yeah. That's okay.
Him and Thalassa.
I got a 10.
No, I'm always first.
Yeah, you have like a plus, like.
Oh, that's right. You are always first. It's Alondros that is always last.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
usually last.
And I don't like going first.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Who got did anybody get a 20 to 25?
No.
nope.
10, 15 to 20?
15.
Okay.
Ah!
10 to 15?
I got 11.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
And I'm last.
Okay. You act first, Alondros.
Wow.
I know.
What?
That's
You see this armor, the hand is like moving quickly for your throat, essentially.
Okay. Just trying to think. I am going to. I think first things first.
You're the realist.
Yes. I'm going to turn to Thalassa and say, like, watch out. And I'm sorry about this, but then I'm gonna Misty Step back. I'm gonna dip out.
Good luck.
Yeah, because I'm not so good on the front lines.
That's so funny.
And then I'm gonna. Oh,
keep going. No, keep going.
and then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay. All right. I believe that's a wisdom save from it.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I hate to break it to you, it's not that wise.
Yeah.
Actually, is there an intelligence?
Like minimum? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it even says like It doesn't even need to like understand me.
Gotcha. What, yeah, I rolled a nat 1 minus 4.
Okay.
So
yeah, it
what
passed.
do you say?
It passed.
You don't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
The fact that like it went to grab you and you disappeared, it's like, aw.
It just is like depressed enough that it actually takes damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2d4, please.
Yep. 2d4. Nice. And then it has disadvantage on its next attack. So
okay.
I didn't leave her high and dry. I just left her alone and
just high.
Yeah.
Okay, so its first attack, it will roll against you, Thalassa.
Mm-hmm.
It's choosing its target now. Oh, you're so lucky. It was disadvantage. It was a nat 20 and then a 7. 9 for your armor class?
For me?
Yep.
It's an 8.
No. Your armor class?
Yeah, with my shield, it's an
18.
Oh. Yes, I forgot the one right there. Yeah.
I was going to say, I was like, wow, how is my armor class higher than yours?
How is your armor class lower than just a regular person wearing clothes?
I know, right?
It misses its second attack, too. You see it tries to swipe at you with these acroan gauntlets, and it misses both times. Very depressed that it missed its first quarry.
Oh, man.
All right, Thalassa, it's now your turn.
Mess it up.
I will...
And then make sure to tell other people that stuff's happening.
Yeah, Alon.
I will.
I forgot about that.
Good luck.
Good
Bye.
luck. See ya.
Yeah, you guys just hear good luck. And then like a poof of sparkles as
Yeah, it's just kind of like this like misty like water wave like splash as I like.
Yeah.
I'll call out a little help, and then I will go ahead and just lunge forward with my bident.
Okay.
Just attacking him. 12. What is my adding? Where am I at?
You gotta add it on this main page.
That's right, it is, I know.
+6.
So...
Nope. +6.
It should be more than that.
7.
Well, what's your proficiency?
4 plus your strength is +3. So it's
Yeah,
+7.
but it's a +3 weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where the +3 is coming. Oh, strength +3. I see. Yep.
Mhm.
So it would be 5 plus 6. So it would be a +11, right?
It'd be a
5 plus 6.
+12.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait. +10.
+10.
Yeah.
Okay, so 29
Yeah, that hits.
and a 22.
Both hit.
Okay. And then it's 2d10.
Times 2, so 4d10 plus your modifier twice.
Is this 10? Yeah.
Yep.
Good job on the chalk,
21.
Alondros.
It's on the dice roll.
That's
That's
really
awesome.
cool that you're drawing
Plus your
on the thing. That's really cool.
modifier.
I
so
knew
plus-
that chalk would come in handy one day.
So,
Yeah, you did.
I bought that at the very
27.
beginning.
Yeah. So you stab your bident into the chest of the armor, punching all the way through so that like where the bident connects, the fork like is in contact with the front of the armor, and you see from that like icy, like salty glacier crystalline structures begin to like pool outside of it, and the armor just sort of like gets brittle and just collapses into the pile of armor on the ground, and you successfully destroy the armor.
And then I'll shout out, "Never mind, we're good."
And from around the corner, you hear me say, "It was the armor, wasn't it? I knew we should have checked it out."
Well, we got it now.
I mean, we weren't even split up for more than... I'll be saying this into the ring so that I can kind of whisper.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't even split up for more than 30 seconds.
Yes, I believe you have a point. We'll stick together.
Listen, I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to rub it in the face. I'm just saying that was quick. That was really quick.
That was
Well,
fast.
so was his end.
Yes,
Well, good.
Thalassa
I'm glad
definitely
you-
took care of that quicker than I was expecting. Sorry that I thought it would take longer. You dispatched of that.
Bamped out of there.
Yeah. You dispatched of that very
Alondros,
quickly.
at least you didn't just leave her alone to fight against the creature herself, right? You know, didn't just poof out of there and blaze
she-
of glitter and sparkles and a little bit of splash of water.
She wasn't alone. I was there with her.
I was close by-ish.
Yes.
All right. So, Thalassa and Alondros, do you join your other party members?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, as you can see, the hallway continues down to what appears to be maybe a pile of rubble, Calen, and a doorway here to your left. Like an opening in the hallway, but also like a physical door just beyond this torch. Sorry, to your right.
You guys want to go down the hallway, and I'll go down. You guys want to continue down the hall, and I will continue through the maze?
I
Yes,
thought we just said we're not splitting up.
Yeah, but I mean, Alondros has a good point, As long as we're in a reasonable distance from each other, no more than 100 feet,
and make
no
sure
more than 80
to
feet.
keep using your chalk.
Yes, and maybe no more than 50 feet.
Calen, that means use your chalk.
As I hold up my chalk, that's the only one that doesn't look like it's fresh out of the box.
Yes, of course.
It's a little shoulder rest.
Yeah, everyone else, you know, like when you get that nice chalk and it's got the rounded top. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Then mine's like all
Yeah, it's like
jagged.
sharp angle.
Yeah.
Because like you haven't just like done a line. You've been like,
It's like. Yeah.
As Alondros says this, I'm going to just look at him and take my chalk and just mark it on the ground.
okay, on the left-hand side
Yes, where I'm standing.
where you're coming from, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we move one step forward, like this.
Perfect.
Yes, well, if we are all familiar with the old tale of Hanselus and Gretelos, then we will know that leaving a way back through the labyrinth is always necessary.
That's illicit Gretelos. They got lost in a Minotaur's labyrinth.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Calen and Vasilis. It's your move. Your two moves. Do you light these torches, Calen?
Yeah, I'd be lighting all the torches along my way.
Okay. You see there's an opening to your left, and the hallway continues forward and to the right.
You want to go check up there? I'll check here.
Sure.
I'm going to step in.
Hey. We'll do Calen first, and then Vasilis. Calen, you see as you step into this hallway 2 chests. One north and one south.
I'm going to just move me up there so that they can see what's going on.
Yeah, I would say, hey,
So Vasilis has light, and Calen has dark vision.
Alondros. 2 chests. Trust them, not trust them? Group, anybody? Decision? And as I say that, I'm gonna start walking towards the south chest
Okay.
and just take my rapier and just poke it.
Go with caution.
Nothing happens. You hear the sound of your rapier make contact with wood.
Solid.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn around and shoot the other one with my short bow.
Okay.
Like spend an arrow.
All right. Roll me an attack.
16 plus a billion.
Okay. You hit it.
Okay.
Now roll damage.
7 points of damage.
Okay. Your arrow lodges itself in the old wood.
Alright, I'm gonna flip back around really quick and kick open this chest that's closest to me.
There is an old rusty lock on it.
Can I try and break it off? What do
Mhm.
I have? What can I use? Oh, I
You
have
can-
my freaking lock-picking
I
gun.
was gonna say.
Yeah, that you
I'm
never
gonna-
use.
I'm gonna pull the, I'm gonna load it,
Yeah.
pull the slide back.
It's not a
It's
gun.
locked. I'm pretty sure you said it was a Glock.
No. That was an item
No,
that you could have gotten, but you
lock
didn't.
picking.
Oh, it's not a Glock picking gun.
So you
Glock,
pull out, you pull
Why don't
out
you just try
the-
body slamming it? Like,
Because I don't have a shell.
So everyone watch Strahd. That's a reference to Strahd. So you take out this machine that was built for you by the overseer of Atlantis. And you see it glows with a faint glow of Olantium, the crystal powered inside. And you stick the tongs in, they're all lined up, and you press the button, it begins to spin, and in just a moment it click unlocks.
Oh, I don't even have to roll?
No, not for this.
Okay. I'm gonna open it up.
Yeah. And you open it up, and you see the chest is filled about 3/4 of the way through with sand.
That sucks.
I want to reach in that sand so bad, but I don't think I should.
do
Throw your
it.
sword
I don't think I
around.
should. I don't think I
Do
should even
it.
put my sword in there. That's who fills its freaking chest up with sand. I'm gonna say into my ring. There's
Do it in your cool. Do
One
it
of
in your cool.
One of the chests has about 3/4 of the way full with sand. I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. And I'm gonna make my way over to this
What?
other chest really quick
Throw the old lock in it.
and open this one up.
This one is also locked. You do the same
If I
thing
want to
with your lock picking gun, and the
Yep.
lock comes off.
open it up.
Okay, you see that it's filled about 3/4 of the way with gold, and jewels, and silver, and platinum.
That one's more sketchy to me.
The other chest is 3/4 of the way full with gold, jewels, and platinum.
I wouldn't trust it one bit.
I don't trust either of them, and I think I'm just gonna walk away now.
Is there any writing on the wall? Any hint that there may be some riddle or something?
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything?
You can roll me a perception check or an investigation check.
Yeah, I want to see. Oh no, I see nothing.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 plus.
Nope, there's no indications. These chests look identical.
They look the exact same.
I'll say in the ring. Perhaps you could mark the floor in front of them. S for sand, G for gold.
Do you do that?
Sure.
Made you use your jock.
That's
I
not
am-
an arrow, that's a G.
I am just going to walk away.
Right into
Okay.
the wall.
All right, yeah, you walk away. Are you
Go
guys
back-
gonna
real quick? I go back around the corner and I throw the lock into the sand one.
into the sand one?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Okay. Oh, natural one. Oh no.
Okay. The lock does not make it into the. It just like thuds and clatters on the ground in front of the chest.
Yeah, whatever.
You try to throw
And-
something
and I-
away
and I
you
walk away.
try to
Okay.
make a trick shot at the trash can.
Totally made that. Nobody saw it.
In the ring, I'll say, I totally threw that lock into the sand one, and nothing happened.
Well, then,
Alondros is right there. He saw.
No,
everything.
I'm not there. I'm just
Alondros is
Oh.
there for
Gotcha
there
for
for-
light.
viewers not
yeah.
blind.
for
Gotcha. That makes sense.
for the
Does Vasilis not-
viewers,
Does Vasilis not have light?
but
I
yeah, it's for recording
wait. No,
purposes.
someone said that they.
Calen
Someone
gave
said
He
that
has-
they.
He has light.
Gave
Yeah,
the light.
Vasilis does. Yeah, Vasilis has as much
Yeah.
as
as me.
Alondros does. Yeah.
The purpose is because Tyson is recording his screen. So when
Oh,
his character
that
is
makes
down here,
way more
can't-
sense.
yeah, the
I,
Oh, no,
I
yeah.
thought that the screen was on yours, Calen. Thank you. That makes a
Yeah.
lot more sense. Okay, Alondros and Thalassa, do you two want to continue down this lower hallway?
Yeah, I would like to if
Okay.
you're up
Yeah.
for it, Thalassa.
There are torches on the wall.
Okay.
And I've got my little lantern. Am I able to light the torches with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can like pull the wick out and light it, put it
Kind
back
of,
in. It's not that
okay.
hard. And you see a large iron door. If you're going down the hall to your left-hand side or to the north, and then the hallway ends like in a pile of brick and rubble.
Okay. Can I do a quick check through the rubble?
Absolutely. Roll me an investigation check. Or perception, either one.
I'm gonna do some perception.
While he's doing that, I want to check oops, if there's any like writing or anything on the door. I won't open it or anything, but
You see pretty clearly that there is a nothing on the door. Sorry, I made a decision right then.
there's nothing.
There's nothing on the door, and I'm not trying to be deceptive. I was just trying to make a decision.
Okay.
Okay, Alondros, you begin digging through this dirty pile of rubble, and it is very dusty and dirty. You dig enough to tell that the hallway does not continue behind it, and even if it did, it would be quite difficult to unearth this pile. But just before you walk away, something catches your eye, a little glint of metal. And it's kind of beneath some of the rocks. It appears to be some sort of coin.
Okay. I'd like to pick it up and investigate it. See,
All right.
like, what is it?
Yeah, so you pick up this coin. It is about the same size as the coins that are circulated throughout Meletis, Akros, and Setessa, though all of their coinage is different. They're similar in a lot of ways. The iconography is different, but the sizes and shapes are similar. This coin is made of solid gold. It is perfectly spherical. And on one side, you see the visage of a familiar character. You see the visage of Clothis, a blindfolded woman with scales behind her. And as you flip the coin over, you see that the other side of the coin is blackened and destroyed and roughed up so much that you cannot tell what image was on the reverse side of the coin.
Interesting. Thalassa,
Yes.
see what you make of this. And I'd show her the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know anything other than what we know about Colossus?
No, yeah, you wouldn't know anything what you know about Clothis. However, Tyson, you can roll an Arcana check if you want to.
That was gonna be
as you're
my next.
investigating this coin.
Yeah.
It's an interesting piece for sure.
This coin has some sort of magical property to it. You would need to identify to figure out what that is.
Okay. Yes, well, it appears that it has some sort of something in it. Maybe, perhaps when we take a rest, I will check it out and see what I can find.
Yes, the blackened side doesn't give me much ease. Hopefully we don't have to run into some fire-breathing something so soon.
Yeah. That would be just our luck, though, to do something like that, wouldn't it?
Indeed. I checked out the door and it doesn't really give much. Just a lot of nothing. Just a door.
Is it locked?
I did not try, as we are not together as a group.
All right. Yes, maybe we should go see what Vasilis is up to.
I will follow you.
Then we'd make our way.
Yeah. Okay. Vasilis and Calen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue down this hallway?
Yeah, I
yeah.
assume Vasilis had kind of explored it
Okay.
while I was doing this stuff.
I'm assuming you're lighting the torches as you go.
And I'm marking the wall as we
Which
go.
one?
And I'm going to put, use my chalk. Yeah, I'm going to use my chalk to mark a wall on the wall.
Vasilis got it. And as you turn the corner, you see that the hallway continues northward for a very long distance and southward to a chest.
Nice. Let's go see.
Okay, Vasilis. Well, you approach this chest.
Yeah. Is it unlocked?
It is not. There is a old rusty lock on it.
All right. I would like to take out my sword and just try to pry it open.
Okay. Roll me a strength or athletics check.
Not bad, not bad. What are my modifiers? 19. Does a 19 do it?
Yeah. Breaks the lock.
Weird.
Do you open it up?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I got
Okay. You open the chest and you see inside a smaller locked chest.
Okay. Interesting. I'll reach down, pick up that little chest, and is it unlocked?
So you go to lift it out of the chest and it doesn't lift out. You get the idea, it's like bolted to the bottom of this chest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Same thing. I'm gonna try to pry it open with my sword.
Okay.
But
Roll me
keeping
another.
my hands like away from it, like
Okay.
in case it's a mimic. Does a 14 do it?
Yeah. You're able to snap the rusty lock off this chest. And you open the lid, and inside is a smaller locked chest.
Oh my gosh. question is how dedicated am I figuring out what the mystery of these small chests are? The answer is very dedicated. I'm going to open up the next small chest.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
is it 26?
Yeah.
Do it?
Yep, absolutely. You actually bend the chest a little bit as you break the lock off. You open the chest, and you see inside a small, locked jewelry box.
Okay. A jewelry box. That's
Mhm.
different. I like it. We're getting somewhere. I'd like to open up the jewelry box. Is
Okay.
it locked?
It is, and the difference is instead of having like an external lock on this one actually has a keyhole with a lock built into the box.
I would like to call for Calen.
I will make my way up there. What's going on? What can I do?
Well, I've gotten this far.
You see the chest and chest and chest.
Yeah.
Ooh. You opened all these.
Yeah, it's been quite tricky.
You weren't suspicious of this at all.
Not really. I mean, I was suspicious, but a little chest isn't gonna do me.
Yeah. I want to try and lift the little jewelry box up.
Okay.
Is it stuck?
It is stuck. It's welded into the attached into the into the box, sorry.
I mean, I'll open it. But I don't feel like we should. I just don't trust anything in here. But I mean, you're gonna have to learn this lesson at some point. So I'll just take my lock picking device and I'll
Okay.
unlock it, but I don't want to open it.
All right.
Easy enough. Just unlock.
So, yeah, so you put in your lock picking device,
Mm-hmm.
and as you hear it catch, your eyes go wide as the lid flips open. It was on a spring,
Mm-hmm.
and I need both you and Vasilis to roll Constitution saving throws as the entire corridor up to the opening where Alondros is. Alondros, you escape this.
I'm
This
not
very-
actually standing there.
Just where your character is. If he was there, he would not participate in this. As a very, very fine, reddish tinted, sparkling powder / dust sort of explodes out of this box and fills the hallway very rapidly.
Dirty 20.
Okay?
Say Constitution saving throw?
It did, yes.
You sure it's not a dex saving throw?
I'm
It's a
positive.
Constitution. I know what this stuff is. Or at least I have a good idea.
I got a 19.
All right. Both of you are able to save from this. However, you're not able to. You cover your mouths quickly, but this itching, burning sensation sort of fills your nostrils and esophagus, and you both start sneezing and coughing uncontrollably, though you are able to breathe.
Through the endless sneeze and coughing.
And like snot is pouring down the front of your nose, and you both are teary-eyed. It's like when food goes down the wrong tube, or like when you eat something really, really spicy. Like you're not gonna die, but like the effects still overtake you.
You learned your lesson. Did you figure it out? You understand now?
Yeah,
Little box, horrible
didn't
effect.
trust everything in here significantly.
Good. I'm glad that we could learn this lesson together. And I'll just continue to sneeze, pour out my water canteen into my freaking nostrils and my eyes.
Yeah. After just a couple minutes, you guys are able to stabilize a little more, though your eyes are red and watery still, and your nose is still running.
Hey, I can breathe water. I'm just gonna breathe some water in, clear
Yeah.
my lungs out.
Great. Canonically, it hurts really, really bad.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
to go from water to air and air to water, vice versa.
Transition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transition.
It's all right. It's not worse than this pain.
Okay. While you guys are dealing with that, Alondros and Thalassa, where are you at? What would you like to do?
I think we're just kind of coming up to meet them to let them know about the door, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just be trekking.
All right. You catch them flushing their system out.
What are you guys doing?
Vasilis just needed to learn a lesson.
He opened a box, didn't he?
He opened a lot of boxes. I mean, you
I
should.
did.
It was like 4 or 5 boxes deep down to a jewelry box.
Wow, that's
Someone
some
was
serious
cutting onions
commitment.
down there. So I
Onions, right.
yeah.
Well,
Lesson learned, though. No harm, no foul.
as long as everyone is okay, we did investigate the door, but we have not gone in. We were hoping to maybe open it together.
Was the door locked?
I did not check. I didn't want to do that without the party together. There's no words or anything of that sort.
Was the floor chalked?
No.
I'm just gonna look at Alondros. Seriously?
We haven't gone in yet.
Use your chalk.
I will chalk it when we've explored it.
I've been sitting on that for like 30 minutes, dude.
That's awesome.
Is the door locked? Is the floor chalked?
So do you all make your way back to the door?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back to the door. Hold on, let me grab both of us. Yeah, you can do it. Hold on.
Sorry. Oh, I thought we were individualized.
Sometimes Foundry is just like, you can't walk down that corner of that open hallway is blocking you. There's no way around that.
I know. There have been multiple times, because as a DM, that doesn't matter, and so you can just grab things and click and drag them. So I've tried to do that so many times, and it's like,
Yeah,
no, you can't. And
it's
I'm
kind
like,
of-
oh,
Convoluted.
You
yeah.
can't do that. Sorry about that. You can't find a way around that corner.
Okay.
Well, Calen, you are the master of locks.
I'll rub my hands together and
Is it even locked?
walk up and grab the handle and try and open it.
It opens immediately.
Nice. It takes a master of locks to be able to just open and I'll just kind of trail off as I see what's inside.
As you enter,
Mm-hmm.
you see a tomb in the center of this room. Lights are torches on the walls, which are lit, and various limited things around the room, such as a couple urns or things to hold basic possessions. But what catches your eye is a glowing, like a flickering being almost, standing at the head of this tomb. A beautiful woman, it appears to be, her hand resting on the tomb. And you see as you open the door and peer in, she raises her head, and you see a sword forms in her hand as she says in an ethereal voice, "Do not disturb his slumber." And that's where we'll end this session.
Should have
Slumber.
knocked.
Ooh,
Shoulda
yeah, we
knocked.
should have knocked.
Should have knocked. That was rude. We are super inconsiderate.
Well.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna die down here.
Yeah.
You're not
Everything's
even
I
you're
know.
not, you're not even in the Underworld yet, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're gonna die down here.
We haven't even found stairs.
We haven't even tried to take a rest or anything.
No,
We're gonna die down
we
here.
haven't.
Oh man. Well, thank you again for joining us. As always, check out all of our social media below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section. We love to hear from you and shout you out when we get them. And if you haven't already, go and check out Curse of Strahd Season 1, which you can binge in between these episodes. And if you haven't already, or even if you have, go back and listen to Theros Season 1, all on audio, anywhere podcasts can be found. And we will catch you next week on PG-DND. And as always, we love you.
Bye.